As everybody noticed, nowadays you will own nothing and be miserable. Why do I say that? Or they want you to be happy, but in reality you are miserable. Do you know why? Because at the end of the day, you notice that subscriptions are out of the hands, right? Now everything that you own, you have to pay subscriptions, right? If you look at it, we pay Netflix, right? Your laundromat is a subscription, right? You have to pay with a coin when you go wash your laundry. Some vehicle nowadays you have to pay in order to get a heated seats. You guys have seen that technology. We're pushing out of making those cars, but I think they got backlash and they kind of discontinue, but I don't know, but they're gonna push back again. You guys have seen that you can't own a home, right? If you own a home, you can pay outright, but you still need to pay property taxes. If you don't, it's gone. That means you are paying subscription on the land that your home is set up on, right? There's a lot of things that I can name all day that everything is subscription, which come to you will own nothing and be miserable or happy, however you want to name it or call it, right? Let's talk about this. Why is today's society, it's focused on everything you have to pay monthly, right? In my belief, I think they're trying to get away with what they do, because back then, like in the 90s, right, in 50s, people own a property outright. You didn't have to pay no taxes, I believe. You own your car outright. The TV was never a subscription. We have a TV where you pull up the dish thingy, and now you can have multiple channels. You do not have to pay that for free. Once you install that, was free. You did not have to pay every month. Your music subscription that you listen, you have to pay. Even reading a book, you have to pay subscription. If you're lazy to go to the library, you're gonna have to pay subscription from the Kindle app, whatever it is. So what does this lead us to with this kind of economy and how we are heading, how things are heading? We are heading to the future that everything will be taken away from you. Everything will be taken away from you, and you're gonna have to be happy whether you like it or miserable. Because now you notice that society have put out a lot of things. People have been waking up, right? Now the more you know, the more miserable you get. But back then people did not know a lot of stuff, right? A lot of people, they were happy, they were smiling, they would say hello. Your neighbor passed by you, say hello. But I've seen now my neighbor, I live in an apartment, I say hello to my neighbor one time. I was getting off and he was going to work. I said, good morning, sir. He passed me up and he didn't say anything. That's the society we live in now. That's the world we live in. Because when I grew up, the city I live in, when I grew up as a child, everybody knows everybody. I grew up in Central Africa, in a very small country called Burundi, and everybody knows each other. It's the poorest country in the world, by the way. And if you guys ever heard anything and want to do donation from any other country in Africa, make sure you donate in Burundi, because they really need it. They really do. It's really tough out there. But beside the point, people don't even like each other anymore. People don't even say hi anymore because they're miserable, right? Like, if you look at it, right, this is going to be a conversation that you guys watching, listening, that somebody who close to you will tell you, or you'll have this kind of conversation. And that's why I'm here, to have this kind of conversation with you guys. Think about this way. You've seen now jobs, right? Jobs do not pay enough, even though everything keep going up, right? Let's think about this, because why is this a thing, right? Because if a job are not paying enough, right, and things now have to pay every month, right, at some point it's going to get worse to the point you can't afford to live anymore, right? Rent keep going up, but your job is not paying you any raises. What's going to happen? You're going to be forced to work 2 jobs, right? You're gonna be forced to work 2 jobs. You won't be able to have time to spend with your family. Now, your family is being pushed away from you because now you can spend time with your kids. So your kids are gonna be raised by a TV, right? Because when you put your kids at babysitter, right, or daycare, you don't know what is going on over there, right? They could be put a TV them to play, or God knows what. We've seen the horror stuff, horror stories about daycare or babysitter. We don't know. But at the end of the day, the best way to raise your kids is you to watch them, or one of your partner watch them. Which was like back then, all right? Back then, the mom would stay at home, a father would go to work. But guys, we live in a upside down world now. A woman go to work, and a man stay home. That's what I've seen. I never seen anything like this in my entire life, but I've seen it now. It's happening. It's happening broad daylight. This is the society we live in now, guys. Not to shame anybody, right? If she had got to make more money than him, and they gotta do to survive, she gotta go to work, and he gonna be the one who stay home. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not here to shame anybody. That's what world we live in. I'm just trying to wake you up. You know, wake up and see how the society is being functioned and is how it's being run. I've noticed a lot of changes. Things are not the same. People are not the same. Go to the mall, right? I go to the mall the other day with my family. The mall are empty. Nobody go to shop at the morning mall. Now people, they are home on a phone and shopping on TikTok. You know the effect of shopping on TikTok. You are going to overspend because you're not going to feel it. And then overall, you're going to get a fake product. It is not going to be a good quality. It is going to be a Temu kind of product. So my advice for you, get out the house, go shop at the mall, right? Because why is this? Because if you go shop at the mall, it is good for your mental health. You get to be outdoor, right? You get to see people, right? The energy around. It overall is good for your health. But if you are home in a dark room, scrolling and then shopping, it is going to ruin your brain. Okay, beside the point, we're talking about subscription now, right? If you look at it, now buying a shoes that is $100, they want you to pay subscription. Oh, buddy, you can't afford $100? We got you. You're going to pay $5 every week for 5 years, right? And you're out there thinking, that's a good deal because I will get to where I do have shoes right now, right? The urgent have become very, very low to people. People have no patience anymore. There's no, let me work hard, save the money. If it's a kids, let me go to my neighbor, knock on the doors, right? That don't exist anymore. Mow the lawn, if I do 5 doors, $20 each, I will have that $100 to buy me those sneaker shoes. No, but instead now adults, mom and dad, they advise the kids, grab the shoes, we'll pay $5 for 5 years. Think about it, guys. That's a shame. That's a shame of what we live in. So now people also, they are paying subscription on food that they ate. You go to a grocery store, you buy your food on credit card, and now you are paying on credit cards that you buy food a month ago, 2 months ago. That's subscription. If you don't see it, you can open your eye. That's subscription, because you are paying every month the food that you already ate, digest and reject, right? And now you are still paying for the subscription. Everything is subscription now. Even the sunglasses, you have eye problem, eye vision, they want you to pay subscription. Hey, you can't afford the glasses? That's okay. It's $400, right? You can pay us every month a small fee for 5 years. Everything have turned into a subscription. Our life is a subscription now. Because I don't know when this is going to end. Probably never. This is going to continue to the point. As human, you cannot physically work 3 jobs anymore. You cannot physically work 4 jobs anymore. So what is going to happen? What is going to happen, guys? What is going to happen when you can no longer work 3 jobs, 4 jobs? Because your body is not going to physically capable of doing that many jobs. Your body is going to deteriorate from overworking. Now, mind you, there's nothing wrong working 3 jobs if you have physically possible to do that. But for long term, it's going to catch up. It's going to catch up on you. I'll guarantee you this. So whatever you're doing, you better be doing these jobs for short term, just to get yourself out of debt, right? Because for long term, this is going to catch up on you. So now you get to choose. What do I do? You get stuck in the weeds of my health or my body. What do I do? I gotta make money. My family need to eat, right? You make $100,000 a year, it is not enough. People with $100,000 a year now, they need food stamp. But food stamp will never give you that. They'll be like, yeah, you are way overqualified. Why? Because they think you make more. But you don't make actually $100,000 a year. Let's be honest. They're gonna take out taxes. You might gonna take home about 73 a year. Take out taxes, your health insurance, you know, the Social Security will take out money, Medicare gonna take out money. So eventually you're not taking home 100 grand. But yet we have people here who's yapping, say 100K is a lot of money. Yes, 100K might be a lot of money when you're single. But if you have a family, right, family of 2, family of 4, 5, that 100 grand all of a sudden is gonna feel like 30K a year. It's not enough. And that family now, they're supposed to be on food stamp. But no, now food stamp is being shutting off people. They need to cut off food stamp budget. Overall, things are not going any better. But guys, I'm not here to discourage you. I'm not here to be a negative Nancy. I'm just here to figure out this issue with you guys. What is the solution? Like I always say, I think the only solution is all of us to come as a nation, speak up. Somebody need to speak up, say, hey, this is getting out of hand. We aren't getting paid enough. All these things are going expensive. Because the other day I was driving, I was thinking, grocery prices is going up, rent is going up, right? But nobody's getting a raises at job. Why is that? What is the solution to this? How can we fix this? And I think about, okay, if it's food prices going up, but you are raising on food prices on certain things, but then on your grocery prices you can see the food have increased, right? Let's say it's the seed. The farmer not getting enough seed to plant more food, right? For that month or period of time, we understand the price went up, right? But why does it stay the way it was? Because I know the farmer eventually gonna have more seeds to plant food for people to eat, right? Then why does it stay the same? Why does it not go down? Why does it not go down so that now we have seeds, people have more food? But the corporate to keep the price at the same was so they can make more money for the investor. They need to please the investors. They need to meet up the quotas. The regular everyday people, me and you, they do not give a damn. So how can you succeed in this economy? How can you not succeed in this economy, right? Because overall, the everyday average person like me and you, we're not winning. We are losing big time. We are losing big time. So I don't know what's the other solution. To me, I think people get together as a nation, speak up. Because if you guys keep quiet and keep pay the prices, they're gonna keep increasing and you're gonna own nothing, be happy or miserable. However you wanna call it. They say they want you to be happy, but deep down you know you're miserable because you can't meet up to food budget. You can't meet up. You can't even take a vacation. Vacation don't even exist to people anymore. If you see a family going on vacation, just assume immediately that's the credit cards. But what's the point of taking vacation? And once you come off that vacation, now you are stressed of paying the vacation, be able to pay your rent, be able to pay all the other bills included. Now you have to work 3 jobs because you took vacation. So now it's a matter of choices. So you need to make a choice wise now, right? The solution also make it the right choices, make the wise choices. Because if you are not choosing wisely what to pay first, you're gonna lose big time. And they are winning. So if you are out there listening to this, you are not alone. I know you feel the pain of economy. I know you feel the pain of things going up. Maybe it's time to cancel all those subscriptions that you don't need. You need to cancel all of them. Cancel all of them. And once you get to a certain point that you can afford it, then get one. but there's no need to have more than you need. Doesn't make no sense because you are losing big time. So the only way also to win is to start cutting down. If you are eating out 4 times a month, maybe it's time to cut down to 2 or 3, right? So you can save some little money because times are tough now, and it is time to stay awake because things are getting worse. And then, as they always say, things always get worse before they get better. And stay together as a nation and speak up. That's all. But anyway, guys, the video is long. I've been talking for so long, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe and share for somebody who might need to hear this. And then I'll see you in the next video. Peace.